Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And I start producing my co-host's favorite show, MILF Hunter x MILF Hunter.
I'm Shuan Rollins.
I'm Remington Chase.
That was a good one. Damn, it's rare for you to get me with a MILF joke, but that was a fucking soft.
it was MILF joke and an anime joke. See, it combines your two favorite things.
Crossing the streams, as it were. But Remington, we've had a pretty good month so far, I think.
We've started the year nice and strong.
Yeah. So I think
very feminine.
Yeah, so I think we should try and continue that a little bit. We should try and keep things going nice and good, you know?
Okay, all right.
And I figured, what better way to keep things going nice and good is than to do a highly requested anime, but a highly requested niche anime.
Ooh, all right. Best of both worlds. A lot of people being like, you need to catch this hidden gem.
Exactly. And especially amongst our audience in particular. We've had a lot of very vocal people being like, hey, you should cover this one, because one, not as many people are talking about it, two, we think it's really good, and three, we think it'd be a fun episode. And I'm like, you know what? Probably right.
Okay.
So this week, Remington, we're going to be watching the anime simply titled Kin no Saiji, otherwise known as Silver Spoon.
Okay, I know this one has been requested.
Yes.
I know nothing about it.
Yeah. Well, the nice part about you knowing nothing about it, Rem, is the fact that it's, my job to tell you about it.
It's true.
Like, if that wasn't the case, you would just
I have to imagine it's about like a rich kid or some such, or a poor kid immersed within a rich society. There's something to do with class here.
Yes and no. It's it is you kind of nailed it, but you also kind of didn't. Here's the premise. The first thing I should tell you is it is written by Hiromu Arakawa. And
yes,
you know that one because she is the author of Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, okay, all right.
So already a good sign. This is like her other manga that she made, and
cool.
This one is completely different in every single way. I mean, the only thing that you'll see that's kind of similar is some of the comedic stylings, because while Full Metal Alchemist is a historical style fantasy romp with conspiracies and drama, intrigue, all kinds of wonderful things, Silver Spoon is a simple little comedy show about a dude going to agricultural school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that is quite literally it, Rem. That's about as straightforward as it gets.
It's just a good old tale about a city slicker in a strange environment getting used to it.
Yeah, he is essentially learning all of the things about farm life, animal husbandry, agriculture, things of that nature, and just a bunch of silly jokes and antics along the way. It is a pure comedy story, and a lot of people really love it and wanted us to talk about it.
My radar is going off, but I don't know if that's just because it's been a while since
I've fucked with you,
since I've been thrown into the abyss, and so I'm like, I don't know, it's like it's overdue for Yellowstone tour up. Is this it? And so I'm a little bit concerned.
Well, Rem, you don't have to be concerned this time. I'm being straight up honest with you. It is a very popular little comedy romp that people really enjoy, especially our audience members who happen to work directly with animals, which is a surprising number of them, actually. Got a lot of fans of animals in our audience, and I'm here for it. And, it's a very popular little manga as well. It's sold over 12 million copies in Japan, which that's a lot. The adaptation
It seems so simple to be so successful.
Well, I mean, people love Full Metal Alchemist, and it's written by the same person, and
I suppose so.
And it's a subject that Arakawa knows a lot about, because She grew up on a farm.
All right, I will, with some hesitation, trust you.
Man, will there ever come a time where you don't hesitate when trusting me, Rem?
Not after all the years of this podcast. We're about to celebrate, what, like our 6th anniversary?
Yeah, it'll be our 6th anniversary in
Jesus
February.
Christ.
I know.
So after 6 years of this shit, no, all trust with you is qualified and conditional.
Hey, Rem, let's just say that with the way that schedules are going for me right now and what shows we're covering, I'm giving you a lot of nice things because I have a sneaking suspicion that a new anime this season might not be your cup of tea.
Shit. All right, fair enough.
So if that helps you out, then great. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. Let's go watch some Silver Spoon. And we are back after watching 3 episodes of Hiromu Arakawa's Silver Spoon. So, Remington, what'd you think? Are you ready to be a farmer now?
Look, Sean, I was paranoid going into it. I still, in the back of my mind, I was like, there's gonna be a twist. No, it is exactly as straightforward.
Yeah, no, Rem,
as you stated.
I cannot bullshit you with her works. Her works are exactly what they say on the tin.
It really is.
And the question is, did it live up to her reputation? Do you find it to be a fun little comedy romp, or was it just not to your tastes?
Well, let's jump into it. We get episode 1, where we learn our protagonist has been accepted into the school of the Department of Dairy Science, and shit. Nice, hyper-specific start. He chases a young cow into nowhere before he's helped back. We get introduced to all of the characters. I don't remember any of them.
Harsh.
It's literally done in classroom style of all right, everybody say your name and why you're here, and just back to back.
Look, man, you should have done them the courtesy of remembering their names. It's only polite.
Fuck that. There's too many. Do
you at least remember the protagonist's name?
I have it written down, Hachiken.
Yep.
They get grouped up. Hachiken sees how eggs are laid and struggles with eating eggs after it. 'Cause cloacas.
'Cause cloacas. That's a soundbite that Dylan's gonna have fun with later.
He helps tutor a kid. Wind breaks the greenhouse and they fix it. And then he eats an egg. And then it's bath time.
Yeah, that's pretty succinct.
Now, some of you guys might be wondering, is there a plot? No.
Yeah, no, I never really told you there was much of one to begin with.
The plot is completely absent. It's about something, but it's about a young boy who has no dreams and doesn't want to really be there, but he doesn't want to be anywhere else more. So he's there. On the level with you, Sean?
Yep.
It's rough.
Oh, God.
Look, I understand. Little fish out of water, right? Oh, this little city slicker being shown all this stuff. But his immediate response to everything, right, is emphasizing how lame, tedious, and boring it is. Look, we've done shows in the past that are all about the fucking grandeur of nature or animals or any of the above or niche topics. We've done shows like that, and it's like, oh, people showing their excitement and passion. This one takes a very different approach of being like, yeah, doesn't this fucking suck? And when you present it, when you focus so much, especially in these opening 3 episodes of how lame, tedious, and boring it is, as a viewer, it starts to feel a bit lame, tedious, and boring.
Okay. Just gonna prepare for all of our fans of animal husbandry out there to be very upset with us. Now, that's just the way these things go. We're probably gonna lose a moderator because of you, Rem.
Look, the show itself is presenting it in this way, all right? And so what am I supposed to do when the show is just like, yeah, it's just really boring and it fucking sucks, doesn't it? And I'm just watching and I'm like, okay, is there gonna be something else? And it's like, not really. It's like watching the worst reality show of all time, where it's like it's a hyper niche reality show where the hosts are not particularly charismatic, and you're like, okay, why does this exist?
Hey, I watched the worst reality show of all time, Remington. Go fuck yourself. This is nowhere near as bad as that.
I think MILF Manor would be at least more enjoyable.
Oh, no. No. Hard pass. Absolutely not.
Silver Spoon, it doesn't have anything. Also, can we talk for a minute about the fucking intro song? That's a weird choice. The song is like, it's entitled like Kiss You or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like this romantic song about wanting to be close and kiss another person. What? So it's just very poppy romance song for this very bland animal husbandry show. I don't understand, Shuan. What is this show trying to accomplish?
I mean, it's eventually about him coming to terms with the environment and actually coming to enjoy it by the end. But, like, you know...
If it's all just like, okay, so it gradually gets to him generally kind of enjoying something he didn't think he would. All right, homie. That, other than being one of the biggest cliches of anything that could be in this trope, okay, just show me a fucking Hallmark movie, all right? That'll get the same exact plot line done in a lot smaller of a time, and it'll be just as bland. It's rough. It's rough, Shuan.
I mean, it's meant to be just kind of a lighthearted little goofy series with a little bit of knowledge in it. You didn't like any of the goofs in it, Rem?
The goofs like the guys who want to fuck cows? Because let me tell you right now, lovely listeners, there's some guys, they want to fuck cows. I'll be honest, I'm trying to identify, in the first episode, I'm trying to identify any jokes or remember any in that first episode. Icky, cloaca, ha ha ha. Notice how the calf kind of shoved its head into his balls, ha 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 ha. That's all I have from the first episode for, like, what could be comedy.
All right, then what about episodes 2 and 3, my guy?
All right, episodes 2, we get to see that Hachiken's, his tutoring of another student kind of worked. And hey, we get another joke. It kind of worked. He scored double digits out of 100 finally, but he's still dumb. Ha 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 ha. There's a discussion about additives in food. You got the guys who want to fuck cows. And then our main character signs up for equestrian club. He has to shove a lot of horse crap, but eventually, he rides a horse.
Yeah, no, that does kind of sum it up, doesn't it? Like that? Like,
I don't know how to make this sound interesting. I genuinely have no fucking clue. My job as a host of this podcast, right? All right, let's summarize and talk and discuss it. Homie, what is there to discuss? How can I talk about what happens in this show? It just kind of, have you ever had somebody who, like, they're horribly uninteresting, right? And they come up to you and you're like, oh, how are you doing? Because you're trying to be polite, right? And then they take that as an invitation to just unload about their wildly uninteresting day, and they're going to go into detail about it. And the whole time you're thinking, I don't know any of these people. I don't care about any of these people. I don't care about all this minutia. This doesn't have an interesting arc. There's no satisfying end. I don't want to be here. That's what this show is.
Well, Remington, I feel like if you're going to be passive-aggressive about it, just say it to my face.
Bad show, Shuan. It's a bad show and I don't understand. I would rather listen to your stories 10 times out of 10 than I would watch another episode of this show. Like, it's not doing anything. Episode 3, their salvation. We meet Pork Bowl. With the knowledge that Pork Bowl is gonna die. Pork Bowl is a cute little piglet. He's gonna die, but he's real cute.
Yeah.
I don't know, and they go to the racetracks, and not much happens there. It's because even the races! If we're gonna show a racing thing, alright, let's do some high-octane shit, right? No, they're like, actually, did you know There's a certain kind of race where we get the big buff horses, have them carry a lot of weight, and it's still a race, but it's a race at a snail's pace because they have to carry so much, so they're real slow. And you're like, okay, is there anything interesting? It's like, not really. In fact, we'll skip the ending of the race. It really doesn't matter. Oh, God.
This is the part where I tell you it has 131 chapters, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Of what?
Well, characters' interactions. Goofs,
what do you mean characters' interactions? The characters, at most, have one defining quality about them. Our main character, his whole thing is that he doesn't have any dreams. He doesn't have any aspirations. That's his thing. And I guess you can add a second thing. He doesn't have any dreams, but he's not having a good time. Oh yeah,
okay,
what a
again,
great
do
fucking
not describe
character.
me word for word, please. It hurts my feelings.
And then you get a bunch of other characters who I wish they were caricatures. I wish they were just one-dimensional cartoons, just big and exaggerated. Because at least then I'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. It's a bit bland, well, it's a bit simple, but whatever. Instead, it's just so ordinary and painfully dull. It's being trapped with the most boring people you've ever met all around you. And they're all just talking, and I'm like, what's your deal, though? What? Why do I give a shit about you? Is there anything about you that I need to know to understand you as a person? It's not really. They're just kind of there. Like, okay, all right, dude.
I just feel like you hate farm animals, Rem. I feel like that's what the real issue is.
Oh, fuck you.
Here.
I love farm animals, all right? We see farm animals in other shows. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, cute little farm animals. And then, meanwhile, we have shows that go into some like mundane shit sometimes, and are like real chill and slow paced. It was Eurocamp, right?
Yeah.
That was great. It's cute.
Not to be confused with Yuri Camp. That's a different thing.
Very different.
That's very different.
It was cute. It was slow paced. It was just about mostly vibing. Nothing crazy had to happen, but it was still nice. It was still pleasant. And once again, it goes a long way when your main characters, even if they don't understand, are like trying, and it's like, oh yeah, look at them. Look at that enthusiasm. Their enthusiasm is infectious. But the main character in Silver Spoon, negative enthusiasm for everything. He's just a fucking black hole. Meanwhile, you're like, okay, but everybody around him, surely they have a lot of enthusiasm. No, they're just like, yeah, it's pretty neat. I need more! That's not gonna sell me on it! When it's like 90%, oh fuck, this is grueling, this fucking sucks, Jesus Christ, this is rough. And then 10%, yeah, but it's kinda neat though. That's not enough! That's not a good ratio!
Oh god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, ooh. Man, that is. You've added a lot of spice to this episode of the podcast, Remington. It's gotta be said.
Oh God, I don't get it.
Well, maybe this is just one of those things where, as they always say, just watch the rest of the season and you'll be fine.
Oh, fuck off. Once again, thus far, it's just been half of a really bad Hallmark movie that has taken place in the time of a full Hallmark movie. Why? I don't need to see more. I don't want to see more. There's also like lots of weird bits in its relationship with like general farming, animal husbandry, and all those qualities, especially in an industrialized age, where it definitely is like pro all of that, but it's occasionally like, oh man, it can be brutal at times. Yeah. At one point, the most off-putting lines of dialogue were with the chickens, right? Where the main character and somebody else are talking, and the conversation goes something like this. Oh man, it's crazy that their entire existence, they really don't like move or anything. They're just kind of trapped there for their entire life, laying eggs. And it's like, yeah, in America, they would say that is that's mistreating the animals, and that's a bad thing. But man, isn't it just so efficient? That's all I care about. And then the scene like ends. That's a weird scene. That's a real weird to be like, yeah, some may say that these sentient creatures are being horribly mistreated in this environment. But man, it gets results, don't it? Man, isn't it just so efficient?
I think my favorite part of that is like, in America they'd be treated so much better, when in fact they're probably treated much worse.
Yeah, it's like, I'm in love with you.
Like, I got some bad news for you, folks. Yeah, there are some good farms out there, but, ooh, buddy.
Oh, I guess it doesn't necessarily say that in America it'd be treated more, just that they'd be called out on it, so.
Yeah.
I don't know what this show is trying to accomplish. Because it's not interesting, it's not educational, it doesn't have like fun characters that I give a shit about, doesn't have any plots. What is it? What the fuck is this show?
It is a show about learning about agricultural farmer and with some occasional goofs. Rem, I gave you everything I could about the show in the first half. I don't know what more you need.
I think you overstated the goofs. A lot of the goofs are just like, hey, that character looks kind of weird anyway. And you're like, oh, do they have like a gimmick or something? Like a lot of weird looking characters, they tend to have like a thing. And it's like, oh, not really. They just got a weird face, I guess. You're like, oh, okay. All right. You're like, yeah, they're pretty normal, actually. In every way conceivable. Every character in the show is within like half a standard deviation of average human. Except for the cowfuckers. And you might think I'm over-exaggerating the cowfuckers. No, they want to fuck cows. They make that abundantly clear. It's not hyperbole. They want to fuck cows. They want to replace... They have lines of dialogue talking about they don't need human women. They have cows.
Oh, God. So then this would be a bad time to mention that Arakawa's, the way she draws herself is as a cow. Bad time to mention that? I feel like, I was waiting for a chance to bring it up, but when you put it like that, it's, makes things a little bit tricky.
Hey, and I respect the furry community. Your love with Judy Hopps, I accept all of this, you know.
Okay, listen here. Do not turn this back around on me.
Don't fuck actual cows.
Oh my Christ.
In 3 episodes, basically nothing has happened. Like, there's an obvious romantic interest. You might think, Remington, you didn't really mention a romantic interest. Yeah, because there's fucking nothing. It's clear that that's what it wants to be. But it's just a guy who's met a girl, and she's been like, hey, and that's it. And it's like, some romance. And it's like, no, that's not what...
Yeah, no, romance is nowhere in any of the tags for this.
They've met. Romance is not in the tags, but if you hear the fucking intro song, it's throwing me for loops.
You know, maybe we just need to have you sit down and read all 131 chapters. Then you'll really understand.
Fuck you.
Should only take you about a day. It's fine.
This show, I feel confident that it's like beloved because it's one that I knew we had gotten recommendations for, and that usually requires it to have a lot of recommendations for any of them to like seep through to me,
right?
Especially like consciously, because even the ones I see, I usually just brain dump.
Yeah,
and so I think a lot of people really like this, and I don't know why.
Oh, buddy. This is great. You know, this is nice. I'm glad that we can spend this time together, you know?
Oh, fuck.
This is gonna do great things for our future. Can't wait. Alright, if you had to guess, what do you think the MAL score for Silver Spoon is?
Oh, no, it's gonna be so high. It's gonna be so high. And I'm gonna be so confused. I don't want to say 8 point something, but I think I'm gonna. Do I?
Hey, go with what you think is best, Rem. You've already offended the people who love the show, so how much worse could you be?
8. Flat 8.
Just a flat 8?
I cannot bring myself to go higher. I feel like this is just you know how there's a lot of like reference media out there where the whole thing is just like, haha, I get that, and that's the whole joke.
Yeah.
I feel like this is that for people who grew up in a rural environment, where instead of actually having content, it's just like, so these things, and you're like, oh shit, I know those things, and that's it. That's
and thus the fatal blow has been dealt. Holy fucking shit! You just coup de grace the entire fan base. That's fucking brutal, dude. Like, I didn't grow up in a rural area, and I enjoyed the show well enough.
There's at least a handful of Silver Spoon fans that are looking at that and being like, look, that's not all the appeal, but damn. That's reframing a couple things for me. There's at least a couple out there who just had an epiphany.
Like, fucking hell. Like, finishing blow, my god, dude. Well, Ram, with 130,000 ratings, 2013 Silver Spoon is sitting nice and pretty at an 8.09.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, I hate that I was in the ballpark.
You were really close, man.
I couldn't justify going above 8. I couldn't in my head.
Yeah. And it's definitely one of the cases of the people who love this really fucking love this. And the people, and there just aren't as many ratings of people who disliked it, quite frankly. It's got a very slow ratio of that. Most of the people who are like, yeah, I'd probably be interested in that, sat down and watched it and were like, yeah, that was pretty good, and enjoyed it. That's the general consensus of how people feel about it.
Look, if you spend a lot of time on a farm, or you're like a horse girl, or something like that.
Great, we got to bring them into this.
I mean, I think that's part of the audience.
Yeah. Well, now, Rem, we got to be more specific. This is anime, after all. Are we talking horse girls as in like the American stereotype, or are we talking about horse girls as in the one idol anime where they were all happen to be horse girls?
Probably both.
Probably both. Okay. if you're one or the other, you'll probably mesh.
Oh man.
But yeah, that is Silver Spoon, and I guess the final question we need to ask you, any chance you want to watch more? I feel like I might know the answer though.
No, give me like a pork chop supercut. No, a pork bowl supercut.
I was about to say a pork chop supercut. You want to watch the pig die?
No, give me a pork bowl
that's
supercut minus like, I don't know, the last episode he's in. That one I don't need to see.
You know, you don't want to be faced with that grim, dark reality.
No, I just want to see cute little pork bowl. Yeah. Look,
you don't want to see him live up to his namesake?
No, I don't.
I bet he'd be delicious.
I'm already confident that like vegan and vegetarian lifestyles are objectively more morally benevolent than than an extreme carnivorous lifestyle. Watching this show that kinda ish goes into those, it like pokes those themes. It gently nudges them and then says, "Stop being a pussy."
So the Gordon Ramsay approach, I see.
This was wild adventure.
Well, hey, I'll drop a call to action then. All of our dear listeners who are huge fans of this show, and feel like I didn't give a good enough job defending it, which to be fair, I didn't, because I can't disagree with anything Remy said. Like, I enjoyed it quite a bit, but that's because, you know, I'm me. And it's not downright offensive most of the time. Like, I enjoyed it quite a bit. But if you guys have a good synopsis of why this is a great story in a way that doesn't, like, go super deep into spoilers, but is more along the lines of being able to convince them, please let us know, because I am curious. Because there are some diehard fans of this show, and I wanted to give them a chance to have one of their favorite shows put in the spotlight. And since Remington is clearly not here to make friends, here's the call to action. Convince him. Make him think otherwise. Make him want to revisit it.
I'm willing to listen to reason contrary to what a lot of people think.
Especially the Attack on Titan fans, my Christ.
All the Attack on Titan fans, like, they usually open up with, now, Remington will never be convinced because he's so set in stone in his opinions. And then they won't touch any of the things I've ever said about it.
Yeah, no. They'll never actually bring up any of your issues.
They'll be like,
Or
I'm
my
not
issues,
even.
quite frankly.
Yeah, they'll usually be like, I'm not even gonna try because it wouldn't do any good. It's like, what the fuck? that sounds like you don't have good arguments and you're just trying to find an excuse where that's my fault somehow.
Exactly. We'll take great well-written responses to that as well. And if one person says it's about freedom, you can go fuck yourself. Because I've read the whole manga and that is not what it's about. And I will die on that fucking hill. At any rate, with that in mind, thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you enjoy Remington just absolutely hating on farm animals, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review. They mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. And if that is still not enough for you, you could head on over to twitch.tv/anime out of context, where myself, Dylan, and Remington are occasionally playing video games very poorly. Though I will say, myself and Dylan at the time of this recording are in the process of moving, so they might be a bit more sporadic. We'll see. Either way, go on over. And if that is still not enough for you, you can head on over to patreon.com/anime out of context, where you gain access to all kinds of lovely bonus material, including having the opportunity to be thanked live on the podcast, and boy, are we going to have to do a lot of apologizing later. With that in mind, Rem, who are we thanking this week?
As always, we would like to send our regards to all of our bland bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to the yandere waifus, who are going to slaughter an animal, make us feel kind of bad about it, and then call us pussies for feeling bad about it. And on that list, we have My Name is First Now, Bitch. Oops, sorry, I was just overly excited. You're not a bitch. Please don't worry me. Zombie Stomp. Xanax, Zayden, Yandere Neko, Why Sean, When is the Forest Fairy 5 revisit? Well, stuff my ass and call me Cork Borkner. Walk Me Home Gently, Utah #1, Unhinged Prax, Totally God's Angel, Titan CNH, Thopter King, Ruler of Ornai, The One Behind Glasses wants Remington's reaction to Chief Nienta, The Susanator, The Open Window Man, The Danish Viking will conquer the world with Rorinora Zoro as my navigator, The Capybara puts the cap in Capybara when she swears to not procrastinate this semester, That cunt that makes Rem ask Shuan to punish him for April Fools by showing him Love Hina, and then says Angel for the birds, Turban, Swedish Weeb, Super Zoo, Sukuna can cut me up anytime he wants, Stacy's mom, Snaky Pie, Silent Secondary, Shoujo Addict who doesn't need help, just more manga to read and anime to watch. Sean wants to give Rem a thank and yank. Sean is my favorite magical twink. Sean, the Sean block is the best part of the Patreon reads. Sean, you Scrooge, pulling the Eva rug out. The people demand Eva for Christmas. Sean, stuff your meaty cock back in your pants. The angels are watching and Judy Hopps can wait. Sean ruined my happy sugar life when he drained the birds dry with his big hole. Sean puts the bara in Capybara Ara. Sean, please stop furiously masturbating to lewd pictures of Judy Hopps' feet while I'm trying to read Patreon names. Sean had a last that could go all night, but he got out of breath when he had to blow her up. Sean can do these nuts. There we go. That's Sean Block. Good work.
Are there more? It feels like there are more.
Seth Senju, Seraphim the Shark Plushie, Sugoi Kai, that's what she said. Sean, I challenge your bony ass to Mortal Kombat for title of MILF Hunter. Not spelled incorrectly, so it doesn't quite get in the Sean block, but it's still there. Ross Palmer, Rhiannon Williams, RGB98, Remington is right. Remember to wash your pits, Sean. Rem you too. Rem uses the drums of liberation to free all weebs from bad anime. Rem said April Fool's 2 had a musical episode, so here's $10. Rem doesn't completely hate my favorite shows. Quick, Sean, get into the meat Eva as Rem unhinges his jaw so Sean can climb in. Professor Fox, pro tips out of context, renting ESP through microwave food is as easy as adding more tinfoil, so says unsourced boomer memes. Please help, the Yakuza won't let my family go unless you watch Finland Saga. Paco Musico, Other McNutt, No Waifu No Laifu, 907, Nick, Nice Lakes Daisy Dukes makes man go do. Neon Genesis Tattooed Evangelion, Necrodancer 1415, Makeka 7 Hierto, Murdercorn Fire, Mecha Angels App, making fake mal count so I can rate Forest Fairy 5 10 out of 10. Macaroni Uchiha, Lord of Steel, Link Jokerl, Liam Dunn, Kylo, Kuitsku, King Rich Rock, Cassidy, Jerk Gideus, Jax, Jam Hands. It's time for a montage scene of me posting memes and smartass comments, says Mitsuka as inspiring music starts playing. In prison, it's a shank and yank. Icon Scout. I've fallen behind on the pod episode, so I'm running out of topical things for Rem to say without being political. I'll never get more Ace of the Diamonds, now I cry. I don't have a good name, just take my money. I can now say I've been in a monkey cage. Hunter Tane. Hey Sean, I got a text just now. It says durability test level 1 begin. Haruhi is Charlie, where the rest of the brigade are her angels. Glenn Michael Dolan, Farmer Weeb is looking for the Docky Marchera. There's a Haley Docky. Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, no. They're not doing that again this year, are they?
And now we have this weirdly specific lore of this Haley just multiple people's girlfriends, Haley.
And not
Fantine.
only that, I'm just fucking terrified of the fact that they want to do Documentara again.
Oh, of course they do, Sean. Fantine, Erica McCorkle, Domo, Doo, Danielle Riot, Daddy Sean, why does Daddy Rem hate fun? Oh, Samantha Honey Angel, fun hurt him very badly when he was a child. Daddy Rem, tell me a bedtime story. Cryptid MILF has made Rem and Sean's perfect waifu. Countrified Goth here to remind you that you just lost the game. Chris Thorstad, Cheese Monkey, Celestial Angel Fox. Cat girls are best girls, so give them cute little paws. Can I have some Raguko Shinju review for this Christmas? I'm just a little boy in the cold. Rock hard for you dudes. New year, new me. I was fed after midnight. Big Blue Bear Boy, Bert Bartholomew Flem. Bento Kato. Been a while since I've changed my name on here, but I got a third 4.0. Can't believe it. And I'm also changing my major from funeral. And then we don't know what they changed it to, unfortunately, because it's cut off, but congrats. Angel Thank and Yank, Angel for a good cause, and every day that Raven comes to visit, Amazing Muffin, AJ Tunnels, Bees Churger, Aisha Gudgy, Adele Girl, a weep that likes romance and has spent over $1,000 on manga, and Dot. Now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier, where everybody is going to get a character from that hit show from the mid-2000s, Barnyard. When JoJo's revisit Goth Overlord Dylan, MILF Hunter Sean, and Basic Rem, you get the Big Hole. Viper, you're gonna get Otis, everyone's favorite trans cow. Truly, trans icon. Vincent Calabrese, you get Snotty Boy. Tuxedo Mask is Evil 3 out of 5 arc, you're gonna get Ben the Cow. That reminds me, an Angel of Eden says you are interested in men, you get Farmer Buyer. That Mouse Girl, you get Pig the Pig. That guy named Guy, or that gal named Gal, you get Freddy the Ferret. Sean, if I slide into your DMs, will you slide something into me, wink wink? You get Mrs. Beatty. Ryan loves Milena, you get Mr. Beatty. Rowdy-O, you get Pip the Mouse. Roscop, you get Dag the Coyote. Please consider the Magical Girl musical of Healer Girl. I want to know Rem's opinion. You're going to get Miles the Mule. Nightshade Blade, you get Peck the Rooster. Monogatari is everything you guys said you like in an anime. This week, a renewed version of the first season comes January 12th. You get Bessie the Cow. Mike says get in the fucking robot, Rem. You're going to get Daisy the Cow. Miguel De Leon, you get Bud the Cow. Latino second anime at age 3 when Dad showed me Heidi, Latin dub, yes. You are going to get Duke the Dog. Cougar, you get Ig the Cow. I finally remembered to change this. Now what to make it Spicitis, you get Maddie the Chick. Hey Sean, I want to aura your ass so hard you can't sit for weeks. You're gonna get Root to the Rooster. Drew, you said my name thrice, so you doomed. You're gonna get Officer O'Hanlon.
Beetlejuice, what?
Yeah, that's how it works. Demon Ray 13, you get Edda the Hen. Crimson Reapers, just because of the scythes, you are gonna get Snotty Boy's father. Carver 271, you are gonna get Barn Boy number 3. Blood Cell, not the protein shake loving, gym addicted, always angry white ones. The gamer subs guzzling angels, the red ones. You're gonna get additional Barnyard voices. Beethoven 1201, you are gonna get Miles. I don't know who it is. Their name is Miles. Anonymous, you are gonna get Sean Rollins. If you watch Barnyard, you'll see he does a cameo. Animated
I beg your pardon.
What?
I beg your pardon.
Animated Z, you get Pork Bowl. All Father is in Germany and doesn't know what's going on. You are gonna get German Otis the Cow. It's just Otis the Cow, but in Lederhosen. And second to none, you are gonna get a Pork Bowl. Not Pork Bowl, the pig, a Pork Bowl.
Hope you're not vegetarian.
And now we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where how am I supposed to do something relevant for this fucking bland ass show? Where Sean, as Joey Wheeler, will give you a specific farm animal sound, and I will give you a dream. Fucking mess. Trust me, they're connected somehow. I don't know, man. It's a fucking mess.
Holy shit.
We start with, like most MILFs, Sean makes me sad and horny at the same time. All right, Sean, give what's their animal sound as Joey Wheeler?
So wait, you actually want me to make the sound as Joey Wheeler?
Yeah, ideally as loud as possible.
Oh,
ideally,
God.
I would like Dylan to be insanely confused until he starts editing.
Okay, all right. I don't think he's in the house right now.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Yeah, no, like like I said, we're in the process of moving, my guy. And we lucked out with it not pouring snow on us tonight. So Anyway, you get the classic, the all-time classic, Mo.
And your dream is to join the Holstein Club. Next, we move on to my dear old mom.
Fuck is the Holstein Club?
That's the Cowfucker Club, Sean.
Oh, I see.
That's what it's called in the show.
Okay.
Next, we move on to my dear old mom.
Your mom gets a nice resounding bagak.
Your dream is just to see the other side of the road, you know? You feel me?
Are you gonna kill your mother?
No, hey, next up we got Cuddle Bunny.
You get the classic animal sound. Tease the rabbit.
The fuck?
That is a Monty Python reference, you see. Because the rabbit kills people in Monty Python, you know.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
I mean, I could do like a...
I saw it once long ago, so it's good.
Yeah.
It just went over my head.
Look, man. Monty Python was my entire personality when I was 12 years old, so... like,
wait.
and then I turned 13 and it became anime, so, like, we got a timeline here.
And for you, your dream is that it's just gonna be a flesh wound. It's not serious. That's your dream.
You little masochist, you.
Last but not least, we got Blue Baron 15.
And you are gonna get a nice and simple... No, I can't do that one, because then I'm gonna get Shaun the Sheep comments, and I don't want that.
All right, go for it. Come on now.
Let's go with Ayugs gobble gobble. That's what they do.
Yeah, unfortunately, your dream is for more Shaun the Sheep, so don't worry. Just keep asking Sean for Shaun the Sheep impressions. You'll wear him down eventually. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to reach out for a comment, question, feedback, or recommendation, you can tweet us at AnimeConPod on Twitter, or send an email over onto animeoutofcontext@gmail.com.
Once again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. And as always, don't fuck your sister. I don't like you. I want to kill you.
I'ma get that eggs on my cloaca slut, daddy.
Oh god, so then this would be a bad time to mention that Arakawa's, the way she draws herself is as a you. You didn't like any of the goofs in it, Rem?
The goofs like the cows who want to fuck
Sean Rollins.
Because let me tell you right now, lovely listeners.
I refuse to have sex.
Why do you think they call me Deep Throat in the first place, Sean? They take that as an invitation. Just unload
Down my throat.
and the whole time you're thinking, I don't know any of these people. I don't care about any of these people. I don't care about all this cum.
I'm horny.
Women only want one thing. Slutty Dylan Kreider.
You didn't like any of the goofs in it, Rem?
The goofs like the guys who want to fuck women. Because let me tell you right now, lovely listeners. There's some guys, they want to fuck women. Because cloacas. That's the Cowfucker Club, Sean.